Alright, so I have a very unfortunate video for you guys today. This is something that is quite sad. We're going to tie in a lot of negative points here in this video. Um, just so that there's not too many negative videos that I release. Also because I don't have that many time slots that I could release in. But a lot of like bad stuff's been happening, and I think by far, like even worse than the Fuego nerf for me, has been the fact that Prydwen is shut down their Black Clover mobile part of their website, so we don't have the database anymore. We don't have the tier list, the stats, skill pages, or characters. Just we don't have any of the database parts. We could go to what exactly Ad said, and then we're going to talk about some other parts. Let me do that. I'll talk about some other parts in this video. So, Antelar says, we have decided to fully remove the Black Clover section from the site. Revenue continues to plummet with every month. And the same with the site views. It was pretty horrid. I was able to see that. The last few months, the views weren't enough to cover the expenses related to the images/data from the BCM section, but we hope that things will turn around and keep the section live, even if it was losing us money. But this didn't happen, and seeing the revenue numbers, only 16k from JP, we're going to talk about that. The game entered EOS territory, which I'll cover. Considering the units they released and how it's like very low, not low quality, but I guess it's like, it's not the biggest problem, but we'll talk about that. So we talked about the PvP tier list and then the upcoming PvE tier list that I just finished releasing. Since Gikku and Ali Conley are still covering the game on YouTube from time to time, I could post an updated tier list from here, from them here. We won't fully delete the channels yet, but we'll archive them. Now, why exactly to me this is a pretty big thing, you could say, is because, well, I mean, I've made at this point probably over 1,000, I'd say over 1,000 Black Clover mobile videos. There's a lot of duplicates in this, but it's a 1,200 in the playlist. So like, I feel like there's at least like a good 900 in there, and at least like 400 or 500 of those have had Prydwen like featured at some point in it, right? So not having Prydwen is like just very sad because I've used it a lot, right? I've used it a lot. But then also it's just bad because like I can't show character stats and compare. So I asked Ali to like do a spreadsheet where we could compare them. And then also it's just like, you know, Antelar was very nice, like especially in the early times, like I was helping him a lot, and he also featured me many times in the Black Clover section, and he featured my Black Austin video, and I don't know how much of an effect. Actually, I could check. You could see that externally, or Prydwen, like from the external, it was mainly from Prydwen, right? 35% of the 12.9% of how viewers found a video with 79k. So it's like 4,000 people. It's still a pretty good amount found this video through Prydwen. So it's like, you know, Antelar definitely helped me a good amount, all things considered, right, in promoting my channel, and I'm very grateful to him for that. He's a very nice guy. You know, I've talked to him a good amount. Talked a good amount from solo leveling too, but you know, having it taken down just sucks for the channel a bit because it's going to be a bit more complicated to show a lot of stuff. But there's also the fact that now global units come out at the same time, so it's not going to be as bad. And we always have translations in my Discord, right? There's always the translations in game news if you do want to go back and check. We got Fuegos, Dorothy's, Yami's, Charlotte's, and like Raya, Finral, and Black Divider, and Vanessa's, right? And Zora's. So, you know, we have them, even Gray's. So it's like, it's there, right? We're fine for that. It's just, you know, a bit of an unfortunate thing. So now let's get to the second part where he's like, well, yeah, where he's like EOS. So I posted this, okay, and it's true, right? It's going down. It's going down bad. 200,000 is probably not enough to supply it long term. But I'm going to pull up this tweet where like they said they're not EOSing, right? This was like when Black Divider came out. I think it was when Black Divider came out, like here. Yeah. Where is it? So, however, I can clearly state through this development log is that Black Clover Mobile has no plans to end its service at this point. And that was 3 months ago, okay? So can a lot change in 3 months? Yes, but in 3 months, it means they still have planned at least for another 3, 4, 5 months. So in terms of EOSing soon, I really doubt it. Plus, anniversary is around the corner. I feel like Ollie was saying this, like earliest globals EOSing is 1.5 Annie, but if the anniversary does well, I could see it go till second Annie easily, which is very sad for a Black Clover game. I feel like it should go way further, because animation and quality wise, it's definitely up there, right? It is. But then, you know, so many things went wrong, and then you see how low it went. You can't even see the number anymore, right? It went from 700 to 600 to 500 to 200. Like, a 300k drop is pretty bad, right? Like, if it stayed at 4, even 2 million, if it stayed at 2 million, we would be fine. We would be more than fine. But because of how much it dropped every single month, right? It's not a case of, let's wait for X month. Unless anniversary brings it back to 1 million, it's not looking too good. But then you also look at other stuff, right? You see the fact that there are new game modes coming, right? They have a full new content plan, which might be actual new gear sets, because you could actually see that there might be so Ollie was saying this, is that you could see in the gear, right, that you could get 4 sets, and you up to now you could only get 3. So they might add more gear slots specifically for gear from this magic region. So that's a new game mode. Then we got Raid, and besides Raid, there's Frame Challenge coming to Global, there's extra tower stages, there's World Boss, right? So there's a lot of stuff, and there's like cool units. We very well might get Elf Luck in the game, like as an actual unit. So there's a lot of stuff, right? It's just, if they don't execute it properly, then yes, it's game over. It is. And it really didn't help a couple of things. 2 main things. Number 1, Fuego's bugged. Okay, Fuego's bugged, and he can be used, but versus Mono Green, he sucks so much worse, because you want to taunt Mimosa, Veto, and Vanessa. Mimosa, Veto, and Vanessa, because they all have buffs that are very important to the team that you could stop if you keep on counterattacking, right? And then even more than that, versus Black Divider, it has been detrimental towards me. So him being bugged is just very sour when it's the only unit we're getting, and it's when a lot of players I've seen are coming back, or at least a good amount, and it's just very bad for the game. And then some people are also very pissed with the limited challenges, for the free-to-plays especially, because that's 60 crystals that are not going to be there. So that is also something that's per day. So that's about 1,800 in the whole month. So that's like 2 things, right, that people are not happy about. But overall, it's really just the lack of like units, that are good, right? We could go. Yeah, it's very nice that I at least have set up stuff to where I can go everywhere. So like, Dorothy was pretty good, but not many people summoned. And for the people who summoned, got her like Dupe Zero. And even at that, right, Raya skip, Julia skip. Okay, and then even at that, this season was 5 weeks, so people had extra time to save. No one summoned for Charlotte, no one summoned for Yami, and barely anyone summoned for Fuego. So it's like, you have all this time to skip, no one's going to summon, and then you keep on releasing bad units after bad units. Like between Noel and now, we've only had 2 summons. 2 units you actually had to summon. Now, people are going to be like, yeah, but you could have summoned for more. Yes, but you only needing to summon for 2 units allows the other units you want to summon for being easily accessible without money. So even those spenders had to spend nothing. Because you're telling me Noel and Black Divider are the only units you needed. And after that, you summon for whoever you wanted between the rest. That's it. And that is just very unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to reiterate this in a lot of videos. I'm going to pull out my comments in a second. But if Lumiere is not good, I fully plan to stop actual like hardcore content, as you see here. I am planning to go into JJK more. I really do hope the launch goes well for me. But I do plan on stopping it, right? I do, because I mean, I could record as many videos as I want, but it's not going to make the game better. I could give as many recommendations as I want, but clearly, if the developers don't know what they're doing, it's not going to make the game better. So I am just here, and I don't like being a sitting duck for a game that I feel like is just not doing that well. So I'm going to continue content, but if Lumiere's not good, if like the content we're getting isn't good, then I'm just not going to continue. Like, I could hype this game up as much as I want, but yeah, we need good content. So all this to say, like, game's not going too well, but I just want to finish this off with thank you, Antelar, for the work you did put into Black Clover and allowing my work to be way easier. Now this is a very... We're going to talk about 2 last things. Like, this is crazy. I'm probably going to do a second part, but this was only possible because Prydwen was a thing. I feel like it was a lot easier because of Prydwen. It let me show a lot more things because of Prydwen, and I don't know why this got 12 likes, but there is that. And then second of all, I just want to show a lot of the people who also have the same opinions about Lumiere and quitting. Alright, so I just wanted to show some opinions that people had, so I won't blame you if you get close to jumping ship if Lumiere releases and isn't all that. If Lumiere's mid, I'll probably stop playing, taking uni dupes, blah blah blah, we heard it. Lumiere will be the savior of BCM, people is what they expect. Lumiere has to be OP, like it is not a question, but facts, otherwise yeah, I am similar to you about quitting, because I mentioned it in this video, I think. Is there anyone else who mentioned it here? Okay, so now I just want to search for quit. Is there anything like big? Yeah, people had a lot of thoughts, but that was like 2 months ago, so I don't really think that counts. So now I want to go to the ones I haven't responded to. Okay, so I think it's mainly the ones with Lumiere, because I did see a good amount, like at least 5. But people like are ready for Lumiere. People are ready for Lumiere. And like I made a not a breakdown vid, but like a speculation vid, which I think could be pretty similar, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. You know, some people are just coming specifically for Lumiere and all that good stuff, but we really just don't know what's gonna happen with them. If it's bad, I'm really done, guys. I can't do it anymore with every release coming out that I'm excited for, and then either they're bugged or they're just bad. And then there's Dorothy, who was pretty fun, but the problem with her is that she's gaining more value with time, but she's a fest unit, so I feel like you should want immediate value with her. Like, if she was going to gain value with time, that's a supporter unit. Like, that's a supporter non-fest unit, or like, you know, debuffer non-fest. Because we saw that with Thread of Fate Vanessa, where over time she just kind of gained more value. With Veto especially, and then Valkyrie Noelle, right? And then also in PvE, with her invulnerability, very good. And then because of all the IMO units, she was good with IMO removal, right? So someone like that gaining value over time is fine, but when a Fest unit gains value over time, sure, it's good, but it's also like after the release, it's hard to get them again. So that's my big gripes with the game. They have a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to try to do my part to get it to be known what they need to do, but besides that, I can't really do much. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what your problems are with BCM, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.